My name is Evan Mazer. My age is 18 years old. My title of my film is Mr. Weston, and it is a drama kind of film.
My name is Jackson Stevens. I'm 16 years old. I made The Merciful Boy, and the genre is noir film.
My name is Anna Sukhnushin. I'm 16 years old. I directed the film Panic, and its genre is drama.
My name's Anya. I'm 17. I film Moments, and it's experimental.
Okay, so my name is Nathan Scarrow. I'm 14. The name of my film is Eyes in the Dark, and it's a horror film.
So my name is Chris Mish. I am 17 years old. The title of my film is The Photograph, and I guess it's kind of like a teen drama in terms of genre.
My name is Kayla Brian. I'm 17 years old. My film is a noir, and its title is Chronophobia.
My name's Medina, and I'm 10 years old.
My name's Zaya, and I'm 8 years old.
My name is Maisie, and I'm 12. The name of our film is Lily's Big Day.
And the genre is animation.
Hi, my name is Jerry Sang. I'm a 17-year-old filmmaker. The title of my film is The CIFF Experiment, and the genre is a documentary.
My name is Thomas Durr. I am 18 years old. The name of our film is Gradient, and it is an experimental crime.
My name is Angel Berry. I'm 12 years old. The film that I made is Today I Learned, and the genre that is in is spoken word.
I'm Blake. And I'm Matt. And I'm 18.
I'm also 18.
And our film is called Trapped.
It is a psychological thriller about a young man who finds himself seeing himself everywhere he goes.
I actually really enjoy movies, just watching them and picking them apart. And so back in grade 10, I decided to join media arts because I wanted to learn how to make films. And obviously I'm here for an animation, but so like I got into that as well, but it's all just really cool, so.
Our mom.
For me, I have been filmmaking ever since I was around, 5 years old, acting in films, and I even started my own YouTube channel. And then I started liking it more and went to media arts in my age group, in my school, and I just love it.
In 2012, I had a French exchange student, and when she left, I made a film for her, and it has all of these cute memories of the school and how she had spent a good time in Canada.
I started with photography, and I started messing around with the video function on my camera, and I really liked what I was seeing, so that's how it happened.
Well, at my school, I've always been like really into movies. Like I loved watching movies, and I've always like made like little videos with my friends, and we just throw them on YouTube or whatever. But then in grade 7, this guy came in, and he was like a filmmaker, and he talked about films, and he like kind of talked about his career, and he showed us examples of really good films, and then that just really got me into filmmaking. So I went home, and I started just like writing films, and I would shoot them with my friends on like our iPods or whatever, and then it just kind of progressed into more and more of a passion, and then now I'm just, it's like all I do really. It's all I do and think about is films.
Just my interest in films. I absolutely loved films and watching films, and I've always been fascinated by how films are made, and so I just wanted to get into it, and that's how I started, and I've been doing it ever since.
Well, when I was a kid, my family would always have these movie nights on Fridays, and then every single time when I came out of a movie, I always learned something new about myself or something new about life in general. And then it didn't take long, but pretty soon I realized I wanted to become a filmmaker myself and inspire other people about my own stories.
Oh, it's just helping out kids, and I wanted to raise some more voices with my film, and I'm already doing that, so it's really great.
Well, our school's media arts department is really passionate about just all of the arts that they can do, and like we did a lot, through the time that we were taking the course, we did a lot of photography, we did a fair amount of animation, but then we got really into this movie that we made.
There's like your normal guys like Steven Spielberg, James Cameron, all that, Whedon. But I'd probably say James Cameron's my favorite because just Titanic's a really powerful film, and just Avatar, it was just, I remember seeing Avatar about 6 times in theaters. It was ridiculous. And
Christopher Nolan, because I love the way he just creates his sets, and like I was a cinematographer and I have a lot of respect for what he does in his work.
I'm gonna have to say James Cameron, because he just brings everything to like a whole new level, and Titanic is one of my favorite movies, and just everything about the storylines in his movies just makes me so interested about what's going on.
Ryan Connolly, I doubt anyone's heard of him. He's like a low-budget filmmaker, and he has a YouTube channel called Film Ride. And basically, he just takes young filmmakers like myself through the process of making movies. And it's like everything from pre-production to post-production.
And I really like Martin Scorsese just because recently I watched The Wolf of Wall Street, and just watching that like 3 hours long, I thought that movie was amazing, just so well put together, and it's obviously the director that has that impact on the movie makes it go together so well.
We're big Leonardo DiCaprio fans.
Apparently.
Every week I have a different movie that I really love, and then a different director that I like, and especially with the short films that I see every week.
My favorite filmmaker is Angelina Jolie, and why she is my favorite one is because she does a lot for charity and she helps out a lot. And I love all of her films. They're really awesome.
My favorite filmmaker is Steven Spielberg. I like his style of filmmaking because just the way how he moves the camera and portrays the characters and the situations in the movie.
I think I'd have to say it's either Martin Scorsese or Alfred Hitchcock. Between the styles that they do, they're really telling the story, and they're taking you and putting you into the story and showing you what the story looks like, and they're saying this is it in all its glory, there's nothing added to it.
Baz Luhrmann is my favorite filmmaker because I love how he mixes music with what's happening and old and new, and it's just beautiful.
When the bell rang, I wouldn't pack up my stuff. I'd keep animating because it took the entire semester to animate, just hours and hours. And my girlfriend Courtney would come into the classroom, and she has to get to her next class, and she'd be like, "You're still animating? Please, we gotta go." And she'd get mad at me, so I would always get in trouble for that.
I think the thing that we had the most fun with was just sitting in the snow and freezing and complaining.
Actually, in one of the scenes, the table shakes, and I had my dad go underneath the table to shake it for me, and he now calls himself the special effects coordinator for my film, and he like made himself in the credits. Like, he forced me to put him in the credits. He didn't force me, but. And then he also, yeah, I think he's more proud of his work than I am of mine.
This rain, big thunderstorm came out of nowhere.
Well, I wrote the film in science class. We were supposed to be doing some worksheets, but I decided to write a movie.
Well, I was filming with my friends, and I thought it'd be really cool to get a scene of them blowing dandelions. So they decided that they were going to blow dandelions at each other, and it just so happened the wind was going in one direction, so when they blew the dandelions at each other, it just ended up going all in my one friend's face.
When we got to the shooting day, it was pouring rain, 7 degrees outside, and the wind was torrential. And so me and the 3 other people I had on my crew are standing under this one umbrella with the tripod and the camera and everything covered in our hoodies and our jackets to keep it from being rained on. And then we had to stand at a certain angle so the wind wouldn't blow into the microphone. And we had this big blanket for the actors to keep them warm. And I remember we were sitting there and we were screaming like, "We gotta go, we gotta go. We have 2 takes and we need to get this out of here because we were gonna freeze."
We had Matt dress up in a dress a few times. That wasn't the prettiest sight.
Yeah, we had a big search through my mom's closet, and we just found the most motherly clothes because of one scene. And I'm wearing my mom's necklace, her scarf, her dress. So it was awkward, more than anything. Very awkward.
I love making movies, directing, writing, as well as documentaries, and I just love being behind a camera and the whole experience of it.
Further, I want to one day go to Hollywood and experience the whole vibe of the culture and movie filmmaking, and I would definitely want to make some really good movies in the future.
I really love it. It's what I love to do, and it's a lot of work, especially because it's not like an 8-hour job a day. It's you like film for 8 hours or something, but then you go home and then you edit for 8 hours, and so.
Probably more into the marketing side. I really like filmmaking.
I think as soon as I've reached like my goal in filmmaking is when I can make a film and somebody can watch it and it can inspire them. So like even if that means like it's just something I post on YouTube and somebody sees it and says, wow, that was really cool, I think I'm gonna go try and make a movie. That's what I want to be able to do. Not just like make money or whatever, it's just be able to inspire other people to either just have a passion for watching films or start making films.
I would like to pursue directing. I feel it would be a really fulfilling job to make something, create a story, and inspire people with my story.
I know that Chris and I are going to work together in the future because he has a lot of stuff planned, and we've worked on everything together, so he's going to include me, I know that.
Well, I really enjoyed directing, and if I have a chance to direct again, because I was never really directing any films before this one, I was always acting, so I really enjoyed that other aspect. And yeah, if I got the chance to direct again, I totally would.
Things I'd really like to maybe be a screenwriter for movies or even act if I could pull that one off.
And I love making films because it allows me to hang out with my best friend.
I like making films because that's exactly what I was about to say.